As a declutter coach, my team and I help families and businesses cut the clutter, get organized, and lead a more productive and stress-free life. Come along on our journey as we help our clients and find the motivation you need to make positive changes in your life. This is Organization Motivation.
Organization Motivation is brought to you by JK Lumber. Closed captioning is sponsored by Forever, the world's first permanent online photo storage and sharing service. From Organization Motivation, we want to wish you a happy and organized Thanksgiving.
Well, we are here today for a very special episode of Organization Motivation. I'm sure you all remember Mary. Mary has the beautiful wrapping room and decorations room. Mary, it's so good to have you back on the show.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to have you.
I'll tell you, Mary, Carol, and Betsy were very sad that they could not be here tonight. They said to say hello. Well, we're really excited to have our very good friends in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, from Forever.com. We have Ellie who's the Vice President of Member Services, and we have Shelley Murray, who is a Marketing and Sales Executive. Did I get that right?
You did.
That's awesome. Well, welcome, ladies. We have had a fun day. You know, they've never been to Central New York, so we had to go to all the fun places, but we are here tonight to help Mary take control of all of her photos.
That's great.
So Mary, tell us a little bit about what you have going on here.
Well, I've got the kids started first, Amanda and Michael, and then I've got my parents and where I grew up. A lot of special people in my life, mostly family. So I want to organize it.
Well, when we were here and we were doing Mary's basement and created that beautiful room for you, remember the boxes of photos that we found? And we were like,
there's no whole show.
Yeah, we said that's a whole other show. And so here we are, several months later. Well, thank you so much for having us in your home.
Problem.
And I want to talk first of all a little bit about Forever. We were so excited. Linda, our business manager, and I took a trip out to meet the folks at Forever in the summer. And let me tell you, we had an amazing time. And it's really an amazing company with just the most awesome people, starting with Ellie, who not only is she the member, Vice President of Member Services, she's just as smart as a tack, this girl. We say like you're kind of part of the brains behind the operation. Nice. I don't know how Glenn would feel about that.
I try and keep everything together.
Yes.
So my team's responsible for everything from selling accounts to conversion services and everything in between. So we do customer care, customer service calls, and we just make sure that our clients are overserved.
Yes.
About 2 years ago now, I got a call from the Forever team, and Glenn told me that he was on a new mission, and our mission is to help people to save the most important things, our memories, that remind us of our family and the people who are most important to us. And he explained to me the Forever concept, and it was easy to get caught up in his passion, but it's also easy to see the value that he was going to bring to millions of people around the world.
So now let's tell people, we have talked about Forever. I do a lot of speaking, and we've partnered several months and been working with you. But let's tell our viewers a little bit about Forever. You probably have seen their beautiful commercial that was produced by Christy, our gal. And so people are like, they really love that commercial and they're asking questions about it. So let's talk about what is Forever.
So I'm going to let Shelley talk a lot about what Forever is, but I'll do a quick overview. Forever is a online storage service that enables you to preserve your most precious memories, which we think of photos, videos, documents. We want to make that the place that people use to preserve their most cherished things, not just for our generation, but for future generations. And that's really the key differentiator. There's a lot of photo sites out there. There's a lot of opportunities to share things, but we find that we provide a very unique offering in that we want to ensure that people's memories are available for future generations. Shelley, do you want to pick up from there and talk about some of your favorite things about Forever?
Absolutely, and one of my favorite things is just going into people's homes and help them get started. Everyone seems to have photos everywhere, from albums to loose photos to frames on the walls, and I like to motivate them and encourage them and help them get started, just bringing them all together into one place. And I love Forever because it's a place. It's finally a place that we have to bring everything together and to organize everything. We've never had a place like that before. Some of the other things I love about Forever is that it's private. There's so much out there in the social media world now. When we put a photo out, it's oftentimes owned by another company. We often lose our digital rights. People can see it. We get advertised to based upon our photos. And one thing I like about Forever is it's completely private. It's like your own personal private digital home in the cloud. And it's completely private. It's fully encrypted, bank level, government level security. So no one can get in and see your photos. And
to me, two things that I was so build on. Number one, you own the rights to your photos. I have, about 11 or 12,000 photos on a site that I will not name that, they belong to that site, and not only do they belong to them, but when I tried to get them off to do a family project, everything was compressed. So now files that I had been uploading since the early 2000s and I'm trying to get down are grainy. You're going to save them in the same, resolution that I uploaded it.
That's correct.
So awesome.
Great.
I know a little bit. But they're the experts.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through the process with Mary so that you viewers at home, because we know you're all going to want to take advantage of this opportunity as well. So we're going to start with Mary, and we're going to have Mary work with Shelley.
Yeah.
And this is basically how we would work if we were working with you at home.
Coming up, watch as we start Mary on the process of converting her photos to digital. But first, we're at JK with Sam. He talks to us about interior paint and has some helpful hints on how to pick out the perfect color scheme. Don't go away.